All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Highruler, and today's video is going to be talking about Suicide Squad. Now, this is not going to be a video talking about the news of Season 2 or any predictions for the most part of Season 2 because there isn't really a lot there to talk about. We know right now that based on the countdown timer for the Battle Pass, that it does seem like at this moment, unless they extend it, Season 2 will launch in less than 2 weeks. Now, if you guys have been paying attention, Season 1 was delayed and Episode 2 was delayed. Now, would it then track that Season 2 will be delayed? Of course it does. Do a lot of people expect Season 2 to be delayed, myself included? Probably, yeah. Could they still shock us and not delay it? Yeah, exactly. They could. But we don't know yet. And we probably won't know until next week what the decision is going to be, unless they come out tomorrow and do some sort of update on their weekly blog to tell us. Then I think we'll have to wait until next week for some sort of information. And unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it is. Now, a lot of people would probably expect it to be delayed because of what's been happening with the game. We know based off Jason Schreier's reporting that there aren't a lot of people working on the game right now. And because of that, it will take longer to get content out. Now, what is this a video about and what am I wrong about if you guys notice the title? Well, we have to go back to the launch of Season 1 to talk about that. Because at the launch of Season 1, I was not able to play the Joker. And I bought the Joker. So I've been kind of jaded for the last couple of months with this game. And it wasn't until the Pride skins came out that I was actually able to play the Joker and unlock them. Now, based on my communication with Rocksteady, it seemed like what they had said was that there was a corrupted Joker in my game. Now, using the Pride skins, I was able to switch the skin and then switch the traversal, which actually unlocked him for me. And I've been able to play him since, and I've been playing a lot of Suicide Squad. And I finally understand what the hype is around this character, because if you look at the leaderboards, everybody's playing the Joker, right? He seems like he is above and beyond the rest of the cast, and now I finally understand. I've been using him, I've been playing him, and I've hit mastery 106, which is the highest I've ever been, and I'm not great at the game, I'm going to be honest with you guys. So for me, 106 is actually pretty good, and I'm still playing, I'm still climbing, so we'll see how high I get before the end of the season. But the Joker, to me, represents what they need to do with these characters moving forward. And I've been saying on and off for the last couple of months here that Season 2 and 3 are going to be really tough for Rocksteady because they're introducing characters that a lot of people don't want, right? When you think of a game like this, and in some respects, like Marvel's Avengers, for example, you want characters that are iconic. You want characters that you've grown up with. You want these characters that you've been reading, watching to come to a video game that you can play as. Now, if anyone tells you Mrs. Freeze is one of those characters, they're lying because it's not an iconic character. She's not a character that if you gave 100 people a list and told them to pick 100 characters, she wouldn't make it on that list. Now, because of that, they have to do something different here to kind of entice people. And I think what I've seen from the Joker and being able to play as the Joker is that they're going to have to make her overpowered just like the Joker. And I don't think that's going to be an issue for Rocksteady here, because when I look at what they've done with Episode 2, for example, they've really made the Joker kind of off the walls and nuts. And I know they said that the Joker as well as Deadshot are going to be the two characters to play this season. And in some respects, that definitely is the case, but the Joker just stands above. And I don't mind if they have to power creep these characters just a little bit in order to entice people, because they're not going to entice people by introducing a character and the skins, because they're not introducing a lot of skins for these people to log on and play, myself included. So what's the way you do that? Well, you make the character super overpowered. You make them feel fun to play. And I think I've been wrong, because I look at a lot of the things that are happening with Suicide Squad and Rocksteady in particular, and I think I've been so down on the game, I haven't been able to take the chance to actually play the new character for those reasons that I've listed and just enjoy the game for what it is, which is a grinding looter shooter. Now, I've had discussions with people on Twitter before about how can I enjoy the game? How can I enjoy the end game? You know, I'm just pushing numbers up. And in some respects, that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the grinding aspect where I can sit here, put some music on, and just go after numbers after numbers after numbers and just kind of climb as high as I can. In some respects, it's, you know, just a mindless looter shooter. You know, there isn't really a lot there to think about. It's not a Destiny or The Division or any sort of MMO where there's a dungeon content or raid content or I'm having to think and communicate and work with my team, it's basically just turn your brain off and hope to God that you're focused enough to where you don't get shot by a random sniper, which is a whole host of other issues that we could talk about with regards to balancing. And I look towards season 2 as more of the same. There has been some teases way back in the past about raid content and, some sort of stuff like that. And do I think that's going to happen in the future? I don't know at this point. I would venture to say no. And I think what we're going to get is a rehash of the content that we've already been playing. But I think at this point, if you're sucked into the gameplay loop of what you've already been playing and you enjoy the Joker for how overpowered he is, I think there's a really good chance here that Rocksteady understands that the design of the character, because we've all seen the leaked picture and a lot of people are just kind of like, what is this? And then we look at kind of the character itself as not being an iconic DC character like a Captain Cold would have been or a Killer Frost would have been. They have to give something to the players here to kind of entice them to play. And I think what that will be is an overpowered character with modifiers that really benefit this character to really make you want to at least go and check them out. A lot of people came back to check the Joker out because it's an iconic character. He's so iconic. He's across so many different mediums. Everybody knows Joker. For a character, and then obviously Lawless, which is in season 3, for characters that they don't really have any sort of pull over, right? There's no, they can't really reference a tie-in comic or a movie or a TV show to really draw people in. They have to do something. That's going to be with the gameplay. So what I'm wrong about is that while, yes, I do think that these characters aren't going to be the biggest hits for Rocksteady and Suicide Squad, I think there's a decent chance here that these seasons can still be fun and can still pull people in based on making the characters kind of overpowered, similar to what the Joker is. Yes, he's iconic and people love him, but it's hard to argue that he's not overpowered. I feel like he is. I feel like he's the best character in the game, and there's a little bit of power creep going on there. So remains to be seen. Obviously, like I said, next week will tell us if there is going to be any sort of information about season 2, whether that's going to be launching on time or delayed until the end of July. But I think regardless, what we're going to see is we're going to see a very overpowered character that will at least be quite a bit of fun to play. So with that being said, guys, that's what I got for you guys today. I've been enjoying Suicide Squad again ever since I got the Joker back into my arsenal. Hopefully for some of you guys have been enjoying as well and playing it. I know it's not, kind of where everyone wanted the game to be, but regardless, I've been trying to make the most of it and trying to make the best of it. And if you guys are as well, I mean, hey, it's a game. It's fun. Might as well play it if you have it. Otherwise, guys, if you guys want more content from Suicide Squad, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a nice little comment. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time here. As always, enjoy the rest of the day, evening, night. Take care to yourselves. Later, guys.